Hi, so in this video I'm going to show you guys how to take the drawing that you've created of your radial balance design and transfer it onto this sheet of metal. This is called tooling foil, and then you will come up with something similar to this. Okay, so to get started, you're going to need your design. You're going to go ahead and tape your design onto the foil and use masking tape to do that. You don't have to tape it down like super well, just at the top and bottom would be fine. So right up here, tape it around the back, and then on the other side, do the same thing, tape it around the back side, just so it stays put, okay? Next thing you're gonna do is to get a stack of newspapers. The reason is that you need a very soft, cushiony surface in order to get the metal to indent, okay? Next, you can either use a pen, if you have a pen, a ballpoint pen. Make sure it's ballpoint, not one of those flares, because you'll ruin it. Or you can use a dull pencil. And you're just going to go ahead and start tracing your design. So I'm going to trace, pressing hard. You need to press kind of like as hard as you can to add a lot of pressure. And then what will happen is your design will pop out on the metal side. Just so you'll start to see this raised surface on the other side. So go ahead and trace everything out. It's okay if the paper rips. That's how hard you should be pressing. And what we're learning about in this lesson is we're learning about creating what's called a relief sculpture. A relief sculpture is something that is three-dimensional, meaning it has length, width, and depth, or length, height and depth. And a relief is a type of a sculpture that you cannot see from all sides. It's just coming out of a flat surface. So like sometimes in art you see walls and they have a part of like a sculpture that pops out of the wall. That is a relief sculpture. So since this is called 3D design art class, we're learning how to create things that are not totally flat. So we're transforming a flat piece of metal and adding some dimension to it. So let's just, oops, if you mess up, you can probably fix that later. So I'll show you how. That's what I have so far. Sorry, this is a little bit time consuming here. Just bear with me. And the reason that I wanted you to use a dull pencil and not a sharp pencil is because if you use a sharp pencil, it probably will rip the paper more easily. Also, using a mechanical pencil is not helpful because if you press down on it, it's just going to snap the lead. My hand is starting to hurt. Almost done. Okay. So I'm going to just flip it over and make sure I didn't miss anything. Looks like I have everything. The next step is to take off the tape. And to go over those lines again to pop them out more. So I'm going to go ahead and get started again using a dull pencil, and you can really start to pop it out. You'll notice that the metal is very malleable. That means it bends very easily. You can kind of mold it and shape it And I'm just going to do one section and show you how I can use this tool and do what's called tooling. So there is that flower shape. And now what I'm going to do is make these like flower petals pop out more. So to do that, on the back side, I'm going to use this edge that's rounded, and I'm just going to press in. So it's sort of like coloring it in just with the tool. Obviously no color. Just filling it in. And the more I press down, the more it's going to pop out on the reverse side. And this is where it's important to have that padding of newspaper. It'll pop out more if you have a soft cushioning below it. So you can see that is definitely more raised, kind of rounded. I'll just repeat the process as I go. Okay, so you see the difference? I've done these three. I haven't done this one yet. If I hold it from the side, you can kind of see how it pops out more. Okay, so what I can do now to make that really pop out even better is on the front side, I can use a flat surface, like a flat edge tool, and kind of go along the edge, kind of outline it on the front, just to help it really show up more. So that is an example of how to create the raised surface on your tooling foil. So then you'll just continue on with all of your shapes, pop them all out, and in my next video I will show you how you can add color and then cut it out if you wish.